Good morning, everybody. I want to welcome all of my friends on Facebook that are watching this. Excuse me. Again, I want to stand by for just a minute. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first live broadcast for today. Sorry for that little interruption. For those of you that are watching this on Facebook or LinkedIn, welcome. For those of you that are catching this on my YouTube channel, welcome. If you have any questions, you really need to jump on these live broadcasts. Let me see who's here. You know, you can always count on Kurt 5 hours earlier. You know that old expression, the early bird gets the worm? Debbie, I haven't had a chance to get to it. Haven't finished it. Okay, let me take a look and see who's here. Now, today is the last day of the month, all right? And I know all my students are using the project launch guide, the scripts, to be talking to people. Some of you will end up closing some sales today. For the rest of you, well, let's start thinking about December. All right, because December, for many of you, is going to be the best month of the year. LinkedIn and Facebook have changed. For the last 12 months, we've been recommending Sales Navigator as their advanced program to search. And so many people are jumping on LinkedIn that LinkedIn has changed everything. So now if you're using their free service, you can only send out a total of 10 connection requests with messages to people that you don't know. Prior to this change, you could send out 300. There's a major push to get you to pay for the service. Many LinkedIn changes are going to generate nonstop leads and sales. It all comes down to one thing: talking to people. That's it. Just talking to people. LinkedIn now has 1 billion users. So your new secret weapon, instead of Sales Navigator, is going to be Recruiter Lite. For those of you that have already subscribed to Recruiter Lite, you got to cancel it. You'll still get to use it until the last day. And then you could wait 48 hours and go and subscribe to Recruiter Lite. For those of you that are in boot camp for the first time, I would wait until boot camp starts on December 7th and then subscribe to Recruiter Lite. They're going to give you a 30-day free trial. And you are going to love it. For those of you that remember, about 2.5 years ago, LinkedIn added a feature where you could go on and see who was new, who created a profile in the last 24 hours, in the last week, in the last month, in the last 3 months. And we developed a whole series of scripts to do it. And then after 7 months, they took it away. I never knew what they did with it. And then working with one of my coaching students about 4 weeks ago, he, by mistake, had subscribed to Recruiter Lite. And when I was in there and I saw they put it there, blew me away. I have canceled Sales Navigator. I'm now using Recruiter Lite. They have another recruiter service called just Recruiter, which is an upgrade. And I've had a number of students testing out both. And I think you can get away with Recruiter Lite. I'm here to tell you that you can triple your business on LinkedIn in December. December is a hot month for network marketing. Some of you will experience explosive growth. And I'm excited to report that we're coming out with a new scripts book for our December boot camp that has with it Chat GPT. Your business does not slow down in December. It could actually increase. All you have to do is engage in activity. You can recruit like crazy. Reach out to people that you know in advance based on what they do, based on who they know, are looking for an opportunity. Every day, you can be talking to 5 people, 10 people, 15 people every day. If you're not, well, you're missing the boat because your competition is. So whether you're a new student, a loyal student, an old friend, or an eager entrepreneur that wants to take your business to the next level before the end of the year, you're going to have a number of unfair advantages over your competition with the information and recruiting strategies that I'm going to share with you today. You'll beat your competition to the best prospects on LinkedIn and Facebook, break recruiting records, build your team faster, and have your upline scratching their heads wondering, how the hell are you doing it? What are you doing? And in most cases, you're not going to tell them. How would you feel if you knew in advance who the perfect prospects for your business are and how to bring them into your business? Get a closing ratio of 1 out of 10. How would you feel? That's how you're going to feel. That's how people that are attending this broadcast feel. Every day, you look forward to jumping into LinkedIn, jumping into Facebook to see who wants to talk to you. Bruce Lee's quote, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." Now, posting is a critical part of establishing relationships with people on Facebook, on LinkedIn. Building relationships. Posts will actually help you build relationships with people without talking to them. And so, in this boot camp coming up, we're going to have a big focus on posts. Because at the end of the day, your one kick step to mastering every social network is my 4-step formula. Create a page, connect with people, communicate. Now, you're already connected. For those of you that have been on LinkedIn for a long time, you're already connected to people. If you've been on Facebook for any length of time, you're already connected to these people. You would be amazed at how many people that you're connected to that you haven't spoken to. And when we do, engage them in conversation. And posting is an easy way to communicate with everybody that you're connected to. People are going to see your post, they're going to like it, they're going to respond to it, they're going to react to it, which is going to give you an opportunity to start a conversation. And when your conversation starts, you want to qualify them. Determine, are they really prospects for your business? If not, talk to somebody else. There's no shortage of people to talk to. And close 1 person a day, 2 people a day, 3 people a day. They're on LinkedIn right now waiting to talk to you. And it's so simple. Anyone can master this. I want to jump over here and let me go to yesterday. I did a session with Sheila, and I shared with her my new birthday strategy. And she sent me this. I'm a different person today than I was 5 months ago, thanks to working with me and my coaching program. I can see and feel the growth. Working on my business has now become a habit. And I'm more excited about my business now than I've ever been before. I've learned how to have wonderful conversations with strangers that I never could do before. It's amazing. Again, you are all moving through a process. Now, we're going to be introducing something in boot camp, something that I used years ago. And this is something that you can do only with people that you consider, with people you know. All right. But it is incredibly powerful in resurrecting conversations. So I'm going to demonstrate it. BlueMountain.com makes all kinds of cards. Now, I sent this to someone named Matt, M-A-T-T. So if you know their birthday, you don't necessarily have to know their age. They have all kinds of celebrities, and they put together, and this is almost like a version of ChatGPT, because you fill in the blanks, and then the system generates what you're going to see.
Today, we're here at your party, where we've secretly replaced your birthday cake with Donny Osmond. Happy birthday, Matt. This one's for you. It's your birthday.
The whole thing lasts about a minute, and it will put a smile on the face of people that you want to restart conversations with. And in boot camp, we're going to show you how to actually use this on LinkedIn as well as on Facebook. Now, from your homepage, for those of you that have been on LinkedIn for a long time, you are all connected to people, many of which you haven't spoken to. So you go over to your network, and you bring up your first level connections. I got 10,000 first level. Now, you would be amazed how many people you're connected to that you've never talked to, or you stopped talking to them. So you go up here to the top to your search your existing connections for people that are looking. So out of 10,000 people, I've got 1,200 that say they're looking. Open to something new. 368. And you can restart conversations with these people. Better yet, you've been reaching out to people, you've been trying to make connections. So instead, let's search for people that you're already connected to and get specific. I love success stories, so I'm going to bring one up. I've been talking about them now. Sam is in Australia. And one of the things you need to do, if you haven't done it yet, is you need to verify your identity. This is going to help you navigate around LinkedIn and make you not just more visible, but it will increase some of the things that you're going to be able to do. There are too many people on LinkedIn that have bogus profiles. If you reach out to too many people that are not active, LinkedIn will shut you down and require you to show them a driver's license or a passport so you can verify that you are indeed a real person. Sam's been a student for a couple of years. This year he decided he really wanted to pick it up. So I want to show you. So first, we went in and we looked. He has 4,700 connections. This was in March. And we broke it down because he specifically is looking for investors, business owners, bankers, Forex, traders, and financial advisors. If you know exactly who would be interested in your business, and yeah, and Debbie, that's an issue. Your name has got to match your driver's license. If you weren't able to verify, you can get away with it because you're following all the rules. It's only going to be the people that are breaking the rules. All right. So when we add this up, 1,738 people, 37% of his connections. These are the people that he wants to talk to. Not everybody that you're connected to is a prospect for your business. You don't want to waste your time talking to people that are not prospects. LinkedIn now has 1 billion members. The next part of the once you know who you want to go after, all right? Once you know who to go after, you need to develop a posting strategy. All right? And with the proper strategy, then it comes down to posting. What you post on your page builds relationships with people without talking to them. Very, very important. Failing to plan is planning to fail. Planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it tomorrow, to do something about it now. Change is painful, but nothing is as painful as being stuck somewhere you don't belong. You're posting things that resonate with the people that you're trying to talk to and build relationships with. The price of doing the same thing, the same old thing, is far higher than the price of change. Oops. Again, develop a posting strategy that will resonate with the people that you want to build relationships with. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. The best preparation for good work tomorrow is to do good work today. It's not about ideas, it's about making ideas happen. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. At the end of the day, there is one thing that you have to look at. How many people am I talking to every day? How many sales are you making every week, every month? Are you moving ahead with your business, or are you treading water, not doing anything? Progress has little to do with speed, but much to do with direction. Progress. All right? To get rich, you have to be making money while you're asleep. You'll either learn to manage money, or the lack of it will manage you. Now, all you have to do is find one quote that you like, and then jump on and look for people that you like. You could look for other Dave Ramsey quotes. It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. So you can jump on and find all kinds of quotes from Robert Kiyosaki. At the end of the day, it comes down to results. So I got this 2 weeks after we did this coaching session. It's been 2 weeks, sponsored 12 people in 14 days. I've been busy onboarding the new team and training them, and I've been on Zooms for almost 5 to 6 hours every day. And then I pointed out to Sam, I said, Sam, you got to slow a couple of things down. Actually, not slow things down. You have to organize. What top earners do, if you bring 20 people into the business, you can't devote individual time with 20 people. So you're going to set up a schedule. Every Monday at a certain time, you're going to have training for people that are brand new. Every Tuesday at a certain time, you're going to have training covering a specific thing. So you could pack all of your new recruits, you could train all of them equally at the same time. All right? And so then I got this. Hard to believe I'm writing this to testify to my success. I've added 21 new team members in the last 3 weeks. Still growing by the day as we speak. Your way of coaching gave me the reassurance to go from where I was for a few months, stuck, not going forward, getting rejection after rejection, to signing up 90% of the people that he talks to. He is selling a $5,000 program. My business has taken off, and I won't be able to stop it, even if I wanted to. I'm not showing you this to impress you. I'm showing this to impress upon you what you can be doing, what members of your team can be doing. And it starts with your profile. Putting yourself out there. Let me take a look. Scroll down here and see who's here. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at Ram. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put in the chat window the links. So for those of you that are not connected to me, you can send me a connection request. There you go. Now, if I come back over to my network and we go to a new feature, actually, it's not that new, celebrations. You can see who you're connected to that's celebrating a work anniversary, celebrating a birthday, or celebrating a job change. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you subtle things that you can do that will literally get LinkedIn to send out notifications promoting you and what you're doing. But I'm going to focus here on birthdays for a minute. 6 months ago, when we were doing this, the directions were look to see who's having a birthday. Then you have to bring up the profile, look at them to make sure that they're active. But you also want to find out how long you've been connected to them. And then almost miraculously, LinkedIn put this in. How long you've been connected. I've been connected to George for 13 years. So it looks like George was trying to sell me something. Last time I spoke to him was in 2017. Martin, been connected to him for 10 years. I've never talked to him. You would be amazed at how many people you're connected to, but you haven't talked to. And we have, here's another one, 11 years. No conversation. You would be amazed at how many people you can resurrect conversations with. Let me come back over here to the network. I got all these people that are reaching out to connect with me. Remember social networking law number 1. What you see on a profile is what people want to talk about. What people see on your profile tells people what you want to talk about. And unfortunately, LinkedIn is loaded with profiles like this. Project Development Manager. Hardly a professional picture. Thousands and thousands of bogus profiles. Are popping up on here. You don't have to passively sit back and wait for people to find. You can proactively go out and initiate conversations with folks. If we come up here and we do a search, how many people on LinkedIn are looking for an opportunity? You have 330,000 people. How many people are looking for opportunities? About 1,270,000. Last week it was over 2. So you could reach out and engage people in a conversation. Let's do this. Let's see who's looking for an opportunity. And go over the recruiter like. And let's see who has recently joined LinkedIn. So in the last 3 months, 18,000 people who are looking for an opportunity have joined. In the last 24 hours. In the last week. In the last 2 weeks. You got 22,000 people that are looking for an opportunity that just joined LinkedIn in the last 90 days. And in our new scripts book, we've resurrected the scripts that we used before when everybody was using this feature. There's nothing to stop you from talking to people. Nothing. What people see on your profile is what they perceive you want to do. So if I come back over here, whoops. Okay. So Don is doing, Don, you're doing everything wrong. Okay. You picked up one of my courses in May of 2021. So we're talking about 2 years. We look at your profile. Online marketing consultant, lead generation specialist, network marketing professional. Network marketing professional. You cannot go out, reach out to people with this profile. Nobody is want to connect to you. And doesn't look like you're doing very much. You've only got 194 connections. Come down here. Take a look at your activity. So you made a comment on this. Somebody was promoting Legal Shield. Oh, we can build your downline. So, well, clearly you're not doing very much. Okay. Totally There's nothing right here. And and the end result is the end result. Let me come up here. Let's look at somebody that's doing it right. Let me unmute Richard. Hey, Richard, how are you?
I'm good. I just verified my profile.
I'm sorry, what'd you do?
I just verified my profile on LinkedIn.
I see that. I see that. And that's going to go a long way to giving you credibility with everybody else. Did I see you ask me a question? No, I thought I did.
I got a lot of birthday wishes since we changed my birthday.
I'm sorry, what happened?
Well, I got around 20-ish. I got some conversations going again.
Mm-hmm. Well, how many people are you connected to?
In the moment, 847.
Okay. Well, it's a process. It's a process. And actually, I picked up. I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
I just had another presentation yesterday.
Super.
Yep.
Now, what you want to do is you want to build up a habit where you're making connections every day, you're moving conversations along every day, and you'll get to a point in time where you're making conversations every day. I mean, you're making presentations every day. It's a process. So every time you make a connection, it's like you're planting another seed in the garden. So how did it go?
The presentation was going pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They are in the moment they are just not. He is just not sure with the business if he wants to do the business. So in the moment we are just a customer. Mm-hmm. So his point was like what I totally understand. I wants to get to use more like to know the product first before he would go into business with that. But it's absolutely understandable.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
So agree with them. I completely understand. Does the guy have a job? Is he working? Has he got a source of income?
He is trying to find a source of income. Well, he has a source of income, but he's pretty limited.
Okay.
Here in this country, so he's an orthopedic doctor and emergency surgeon, and he's not allowed to practice.
Okay.
So that's the issue for him, right?
I'd like to look into your account. I'd like to look at the conversation that you're having with him. Let's see if we can help you with that.
Well, we had that all like in person. It was in person. It's basically he's living like 20 minutes away from me. I don't even know if he's on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's an interesting situation, because what you want to do is when you're out and about, you're meeting all kinds of people. You have a terrific conversation. You can casually ask them, are you on, do you use social media at all? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Facebook? You know,
Well, I'm Facebook, not really. And my main thing is LinkedIn, actually. I mean, I have a LinkedIn Facebook profile, a pretty old one. I'm not really using it.
but the whole here's the idea.
Okay.
So you ask people about LinkedIn. Now, your LinkedIn page gives people the perception of who you are. You don't have to feel like we have to take this time where we're face to face. Hey, let's connect on LinkedIn so we can, learn more about each other, communicate with each other. That goes over very, very well. When you're going to any kind of an event, going to your high school reunion, any of those things, you don't go there with the intent of trying to sell. You're just going there with the intent to reconnect. And then once you reconnected, then you do all of the programming, you do all of the learning about the other person, communicating with the other person, social media. And at the time you're doing that, you're also demonstrating how the whole process works. People get excited about that. Let me take a look at Rich. So, okay, so there's nothing to look at because you didn't have the conversation face to face. You had the conversation face to face. So let me come down to look at Rich. So, Rich, you're out of the country now?
No, I'm not. I'm about to embark on a marketing program out of the country, and I wanted some tips from you on what I should do and what I shouldn't do, and so forth. And it's an emerging market, so it should be on fire.
Okay, so when you say it's an emerging market,
It isn't. It is. It'll be open in 2 weeks.
okay, so it's a new program that's opening up.
Yes.
Okay, and is it opening up everywhere, or is it opening up, specific?
Well, I mean, the the program's open in 100 countries. This is a new country. It's an add-on.
Okay,
and it's a very active country.
Okay. So here's what country is it?
South Korea.
Okay. So here's the strategy. You go over here on LinkedIn. First, let's see how many people on LinkedIn are in South Korea.
Okay.
We go on people. So you got 9,300 people that are in South Korea.
Okay.
All right. Now, what you want to do is let's come up here and let's look at people that sell insurance in South Korea. Okay, so so right now it's not working. But
Okay.
So let's try it another way. Let's take insurance out. Let's do locations first. I don't know what, okay, so let me just give you the process. So you look for people. I have a student that was brand new to network marketing, knew nothing about it. In 11 months, he was making 6 figures a month. The way he did it, was he reached out every time his company announced we're going to a new country. He would go in and he would search in the country. And the earlier you do it, the better. And he was looking for people that sold insurance. He was looking for people that sold real estate. He was looking for people, pastors, ministers, people that had circles of influence, and he was looking for network marketers. And the script that we wrote for him basically, goes along the lines of, oh, and another thing that you can do, change the location on your profile. Put yourself in South Korea. Now that's going to do a couple of things. Number one, it's going to make the searches work better for you. And so you reach out to people and you use the same script to make connections. And then after the icebreaker, you reach back to them and you say, I'm expanding my network. I'm looking to expand my network in South Korea with like-minded professionals because I'm expanding my business there. That makes them curious. They want to know what kind of a business. And then we write it. You have to have a little presentation, like I'm working with a company. How long has your company been in business?
20 years.
Okay. So I'm working with a 20-year-old company, gives you credibility, that is expanding into South Korea. And I'm looking to find 5 entrepreneurial people that want to help us launch this experienced company, bring it into your country. Now, the general perception out there is, the people that get in early are the ones that make the most money.
Right.
And that I have to tell you, it works like a charm.
Okay.
It worked for him so well that when the company opened, he not only did he have the largest number of signups, he never left the country. He never went over to these different countries. He had the largest number of signups. He had the fastest growing teams in every country. Now, he was doing this, I think it was back in 2010, 2011. He was using MySpace and he was using LinkedIn. He never liked Facebook. But that's kind of the approach.
Okay.
That's the approach that you're going to take. And you want to start looking for these people now.
Right. Yeah, I figured I'm doing it today. I'm starting today. And I listened to you last night, and you said encapsulated pretty much what you just said last night as well. So anyway, but I appreciate that.
It's proven.
Right.
Works. And people were going nuts.
Right.
Everybody wanted to know how he was doing it. MySpace was a little crazy because in MySpace, you had to have a MySpace profile for each country. It wasn't like you could go on and have one MySpace profile.
Right.
So he had 14 MySpace pages.
Right.
One for each country that he was working in. And but he had an accounting background, and I'll never forget. He sent me a message one day. He says, Max, this hour a day thing is not working for me. He was retired, and he says, I'm working harder than I've ever worked in my life. And
right.
So he ended up bringing his son and his daughter-in-law on board, and they work together.
That's interesting.
Okay.
I've got an interesting situation. Whenever you get time, that if I could get a phone call or something like that, I would discuss it. I need your expertise.
Okay. No worries.
All right.
No worries. We'll do that.
All right. That's great, man. I certainly appreciate your help.
Yeah. Well, look, you're on your way.
Oh, we're getting there.
You're on your way. So
Yep.
the more people you're connected to, the more opportunities you have to talk to people.
Right.
It comes down to results. How many people are you signing up in your business? Number one. And then, of course, how are they doing?
Right.
That is equally as important.
Right. Yeah.
There, folks.
Basically, I've got to focus more on this because I'm going here full time, and I'm still taking down the old company that I have, which has got a lot of ramifications, and it's like everything new comes up every day, another distraction to deal with. But we're getting through it. We're making progress every day.
Right.
So,
but it's very important to focus while you're dealing with the old. Every day you have to have some amount of time and attention on focusing on the new.
You're right. Oh, I agree. That's exactly what I'm doing. And I mean, all the different things that you present, I'm there at most of them.
Oh, I know. I see you.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, we're getting there. You can teach an old dog new tricks. You just got to be patient. Anyway. And Callie's wonderful to deal with. Kudos to you. Yeah. It's great. What a great organization.
No. She's a doll. And everybody that is on my team. In January, we're starting a whole number of things, including we're going to be offering virtual assistant services to busy network marketers that don't feel like they have the time to manage to do their posting and all that other stuff.
Wow.
Okay. And yeah, we've already placed 2 people. I mean, they're working with 7-figure earners, and they love it. So it's a never ending, never changing process.
That's something to look forward to. That would be great. Yeah.
Well, but you don't want to do that. Well, I don't know. I guess it's going to cost anywhere between $500 and $600 a month.
Right.
So, but it's a business expense.
Right. Well, you got to work towards it and build it to afford it, and that'll make you more money when you do that. So, I understand.
Right. Here's the thing that all of you need to keep in the back of your mind. You have a business. You have a legitimate business. And everything that you spend on the business is a tax deductible expense. So just like the people that sign up for my coaching program, they get to write the whole thing off because it's a business expense. Let me. Okay, so Lorraine, let me pop over here. This will be the last one I take. We'll be back at okay. Well, so I'm currently using premium for free. Let me unmute you. It'll go quicker.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Lorraine. So you're getting premium for free.
Yeah, for 30 days. It came through on a veterans group I belong to.
Okay.
So I decided I was going to take advantage of it for the month, but I didn't know anything about this Recruiter Lite.
Well, Sales Navigator has a number of features that are very helpful in identifying the people that are active. The more active they are, the better responses you're going to have. So you've got a feature in there that will show you how to find the people that have posted in the last 30 days. But now LinkedIn has made it easy, not just to check to see how people are posting. Example, let's take a look at this Bernice here, who says she's open for work. You look at her profile. Now, we're not connected.
Now, she's a personal friend.
And I guess the reason that she's coming up is because I'm looking at your profile.
Yeah.
So people that viewed your page. So let's see if I can find somebody. Do you know this Joe here?
No, I don't know any of these other people.
Okay, so let's look at Joe. Well, the thing is, we don't know if Joe is looking for an opportunity. So let's go back to your friend. So we look at your friend. She says she's open to work. Now we come down here to activity. So she hasn't posted, but now let's see if she's reacted to anything. So she liked something that was posted a month ago. So that tells you that she's active. And LinkedIn is now letting you see all kinds of things that people are doing besides posting. It's all about activity. You don't want to reach out, connect with people. So you're using premium for free. You're not using Sales Navigator. And
can you see which one I'm using? Because
no, I can't tell.
What's this the logo next to the bell?
Well, that's the LinkedIn logo, which tells people that you're using their paid service. You're an open networker. So anytime you see a profile with the open networker on it, that means, hey, I'm here, I'm open, I'll talk to anybody. So this is something that, people want to see. So what business are you trying to build?
Isagenix.
Okay.
So do I have premium or do I have Sales Navigator? Now I'm confused.
Well, I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, all I know is that because I'm looking at your profile and
Correct.
I can see you've got some kind of, what you do is when you're on your profile, go up at the top, the toolbar, and scroll over to the right. And it'll tell you if you have Sales Navigator, it'll say Sales Navigator. If it's premium, it'll tell you what version you have.
Oh, it says Recruiter.
Okay, you've got Recruiter?
That's what it says. I'm looking at where you told me to go.
Okay, but on your profile.
Correct. The one that you have open.
Okay, but this is my
got you. All right, I'm sorry. Yeah,
I'm looking at your profile through my account.
Okay.
You have to go into LinkedIn and look at it through your account.
Okay, thank you.
And it'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
And anyway, so folks, I'll be back at 4 o'clock. And but according to this, you've got 12,830 followers. Now, what that says to me is your settings are off, because
Okay.
I shouldn't see the number of followers you have. What that means is when people that are not connected to you look at your profile, there is not a connect button. You got a follow button on your profile.
I have the other thing open. What do you call it? Creator mode open.
Right. And you don't want creator mode open.
Okay.
I mean, creator mode is going to dramatically limit the ability for people to connect with you quickly.
Okay.
A lot has changed. LinkedIn is changing everything. And at the end of the day, it's example. Let's see, you were in let me just look something up really quick. So what level are you in Isagenix now?
Manager.
Manager.
Oh, no, actually, I'm director.
Okay, so you were in boot camp last year.
Right.
In October boot camp and the December and January boot camp. A tremendous amount has changed. So how big has your business grown
Not
in the last 12 months?
Not much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Any reason why?
I was using LinkedIn religiously because I wasn't on Facebook, but I'm back on Facebook now, so I haven't been using LinkedIn as faithfully as I was in the beginning.
Mhm. But
So I need to come back to that.
Right. But but people are building their business on Facebook. I've helped 60 people in Isagenix become $1 million earners. Some of them I can't get to LinkedIn because they're doing so well on Facebook. Why change? Why switch?
Yeah, I went from having almost 5,000 friends on Facebook when I got shut down. And then now I'm back. I probably like about 500. That's probably the max I have right now.
Why'd you get shut down?
I posted a picture of my grandson, who's a collegiate wrestler, in a wrestling hold, and they deemed it as child abuse or whatever they called it. And they shut me down for several months. And somehow my sister found a profile that I had built, I don't even know how long ago. So I'm back on Facebook with that profile name.
Yeah, but if you had that many connections on that other account, you shouldn't have abandoned that.
I didn't abandon it. They wouldn't let me back into it. They totally got rid of it. It was months. It was several months. And every time I tried to get back in, I couldn't.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Very frustrating.
I'm sure. All right. Everybody's got a story.
Yep.
And looking at your LinkedIn profile, I'll take one more second. See, so this is what LinkedIn, so we're showing your posts. But see, now you can see your activity, comments. You commented on something that was posted 2 weeks ago. Over here, we have reactions. So you can see what other people are doing. You reacted to this 3 days ago. So this made a big change in the value for Sales Navigator, posting, and everything else.
Oh, I have premium. I see it over there on my picture. So
Okay.
when I open my own account, I'm going to be able to do all of this.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah, because you've opened it.
yeah, but premium is the low end. You would have been better served because you're using it for free for 30 days.
Right.
You would have been better served if you had gone right to either Sales Navigator or Recruiter. You got the low end of all the professional programs, and I'm not sure what you want to do is you want to go in and you cancel it,
Okay.
and then when the cancellation runs out, then you can see maybe they'll give you Sales Navigator, or they'll give you a Recruiter Lite for free. Otherwise, oops, I'm sorry, folks. I gotta go. I got a coaching student waiting for me. I will be
Thank
back
you.
at 4 o'clock. You're welcome.